Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Action News. I'm Liana Jellin.
And I'm Griffin Paul.
Here are tonight's top stories.
An African jungle beast tackles an old lady.
And in international news, Russians are taking over the world.
These stories and more in just a few minutes.
And now it's time for your URTV Action News!
After the recent surge in popularity of the new vitamin waters, Hillary Rodham Clinton Industries has decided to roll with the popularity and introduce what they call real water. Says the senator, "I believe that in these dark times we have lost the true meaning of water. At the recent unveiling of the bottles, URTV personnel caught glimpses of new water types like protein water, carb water, and new interesting H2O cocktails like Champublican Surprise and generic tomato juice, and salt water." Hillary says that she wants to know that American kids are getting good, true, fresh water at truly exorbitant prices. URTV has heard unconfirmed rumors that Hillary waits for the chance to introduce fat water. And now to Liana with other interesting news.
29-year-old executive assistant Jake Dangler told reporters Monday that his newfound hobby of collecting ceramic figures is possibly the worst, most boring thing he's ever done in his entire life. "Now I got all these fucking creepy little angels and gnomes and shit cluttering up my house," said Dangler, who has wasted an estimated $650 on the collectibles, as well as several hours attending horribly depressing conventions with like-minded hobbyists. "What the hell am I supposed to do with these things? God, what an awful, awful way to spend my free time!" Dangler added that he can't wait to quit the hated activity as it will free up much-needed time to devote to his show cat breeding. And now to Nick with exclusive footage on the Gandhi situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, in an Action News exclusive, URTV has received an official apology statement from Arun Gandhi regarding his much criticized blog in the Washington Post over the break. Now here to read the statement is Arun himself. Take it away, Arun.
Fellow Rochesterians, I would like to offer my deepest regrets for my comments regarding the cursed Jews. I never meant to imply that Hebrews were responsible for violence in the Middle East. That was simply skirting the issue. What really pisses me off about the so-called Jesus killers, if they may so be called, is their complete domination of all media organizations. I mean, it's even spread to closed-circuit piece of shit networks like this abomination of a station. I would like to personally attack every Jew employed by URTV, beating and pummeling them, despite any use of non-violence tactics, granting no mercy until they are bruised, bloody, and completely, utterly defeated as a religion, exactly as my grandfather would have done. So for all that other shit I said, I'm sorry, okay?
Yeah, okay there, Arun. Apology accepted, I guess, maybe, kind of. Alright.
Whoa, that Gandhi guy was actually pretty cool.
Thanks, Nick, with that exclusive interview with that random Indian guy. And now to Alex with Republican propaganda.
Dozens of eyewitnesses reports indicated that former Vice President and big hippie douchebag Al Gore deliberately attempted to raise the Earth's temperature in order to boost box office receipts for An Inconvenient Truth, his documentary film about global warming that was released in May. We have accounts from concerned citizens that Mr. Gore purchased a Cadillac Escalade SUV several months before his film opened in theaters, said Kimberly Bloom, spokeswoman for the California-based environmental group Friends of the Earth. Not only did Mr. Gore use his new gas guzzler to make short trips to the grocery store, he also left the vehicle running 24 hours a day in the driveway of his Tennessee home with the air conditioning on full blast. In the weeks following the film's release, witnesses reported additional sightings of Gore engaging in activities such as discharging can after can of 1980s-era CFC-laden aerosol into the air, and single-handedly clear-cutting over 6,000 acres of Amazon rainforest. Gore is also rumored to have set a 4-acre tire fire outside of Akron, Ohio, and ordered his Secret Service detail to shoot on sight anyone who attempted to put it out. It's sad to see a man we thought was a passionate defender of the environment despoiling it for his own monetary gain, Bloom said. Bloom said that she and many environmentalists had voluntarily expressed relief in late November when Gore appeared to cease his months-long practice of dismantling old refrigerators in order to release ozone-destroying Freon into the atmosphere. Bloom soon learned, however, that Gore had resumed the activity in Antarctica, where the Earth's ozone layer is most fragile. Environmental groups have called for the federal government to step in and put a stop to Gore's actions, but officials say they do not have the power to stop him. There is no legal recourse anyone can take against the former Vice President, Environmental Protection Agency Administrator Stephen L. Johnson said. Mr. Gore is well within the emission standards set by the current administration. By year's end, Gore failed to slow his assault on the planet's delicately balanced climate systems. Satellite surveillance revealed what many believe to be a snowshoed Gore jumping up and down on an ice shelf in Greenland, chainsawing glaciers in the Alaskan wild, and urinating in the Gulf Stream waters off the coast of Newfoundland. Back to you guys.
Wow, Alex, that was so convincing. And now to Derek. He loves rats.
As the number of recent mouse sightings has skyrocketed, University of Rochester students have sought to come to terms with our growing infestation, namely by killing it. As Chief of Security Dan Laughlin stated on Tuesday, "I don't understand. What are these tiny pink-tailed monsters? We have to kill them before they kill us." Campus security recommended launching small tactical nukes into local sewers, but President Seligman vetoed the plan, insisting that our school has enough mutants already, and that without our sewers, Danforth would have to import its food from outside the university. In response to the increasing animosity aimed towards them, the rats have organized into a union under a democratic leadership. Their original president was a 1700s-style mythical rat king composed of 9 plague rats with their tails tied together. However, he was recently ousted in favor of a president more suitable for public life, UR student Frank Dillon. Already small and mouse-like in appearance, Frank is rapidly warming up to his new position. Formal negotiations with campus security are slated to begin this weekend. Thanks. Now back to you.
That was pretty kick-ass, Derek. And now to Maura with YouTube news.
It's me, Maura. Recently, YouTube users have noticed a recurring use of names in their favorite videos. Apparently, in the year 2007, the name Charlie was used by 2 billion sets of parents to name their children. Hence, some of the Charlies turned out hilarious. Unfortunately, 1.99 billion did not. Stories such as Charlie's Adventure to Candy Mountain and Charlie Bit My Finger have swept the web like a hilarious broom. People not named Charlie are worried that these funny YouTube videos are actually propaganda that will band the Charlies together. Watch your kidneys and fingers. And Olivia, you bit my finger and it really hurt, and it's still hurting.
I'm sorry, Maura, that was really uninteresting. But now's Olivia with some news on white Russians. The good kind. In the year 1989, a momentous event changed the world as we knew it. Marley Mackenzie Schnarr was born. Maturing quickly, Schnarr began traversing the Eastern European countryside. In 1993, at the age of 4, Marley invented the potato, also inadvertently creating the Irish race. The Irish soon became the largest export of Russia until 1997, when they were replaced by Catholicism. Schnarr brought her potatoes to the US in 1998, retroactively affecting Idaho and causing the 1920 potato famine. In shame, Marley retired from the import-export business in 1999.
She currently lives in Rochester, New York, working as the Secretary of News Editing on the URTV's highly esteemed action news program, managing to deliver award-winningly accurate and unintoxicated news stories. She enjoys caviar, Laguna Beach, and Griffin Paul in bed. P.S. She's Russian.
Thanks, Olivia. That was hot. Now let's go to Oren with the awkward moment of the week.
Men's clothing and furnishings, men's clothing, furnishings, retail. Oh, just doing some light reading. So, welcome back to another installment of the Action News. That means you got another awkward moment coming at your way from none other than yours truly, Oren Cohen. That's me.
Woo!
Applause not necessary. Okay, this week we're talking about doors and doorways. Very awkward situation. So, two situations. First of all, multiple doorways. Let's say more than two, more than three doorways. And you're either the person opening the doorway or the person walking behind the person opening the doorway. So, it's the magic number of three again. Like I say, with all awkward moments, there's always a magic number of three. And you're walking behind someone and they open door number one. And you say, thank you. They say, oh, you're welcome. Then they open door number two. And again you say, hey, thank you. They say, yeah, no problem, you're welcome. By door number three, it's a little bit tired and most definitely awkward. So they open the door and you say, never mind. And they say, you know what, screw you, buddy. Open your own door next time. Another awkward situation that arises with doors is, you're 20 feet behind someone and they open the door and they're that douchebag that keeps the door open. You know, they're holding it for you and you're like 20 feet back. This is more of an inconvenience. I have to jog up, I go into this light jog as if I wanted to be doing this. I'd rather just close the freaking door. I'll walk up and open it my goddamn self. I have arms. Thank you. And in those situations, I don't know what to say. I don't even say thank you. I say, screw you, buddy. It's just so awkward for me. And probably awkward for you too. And that's when I just say to myself, man, that's awkward.
And now to Aaron with some news on crazy archaeologists.
College student Martin Waspinson swears that last Friday he traveled to Japan and learned how to speak fluent Japanese. Friends of Waspinson said that on the night in question, after a party at an off-campus house, Waspinson wandered off into the night and wound up passed out on their lawn the next morning. According to Waspinson, a 19-year-old from Connecticut, he arrived at a traditional Japanese home where after a short period after listening to their language, he acquired the Japanese language and used it to chat up their young daughter, Yoko. Said Yoko, after he broke into our house, the stupid drunk thought he was speaking Japanese, but he just kept mumbling and then saying, "What? Yeah!" When reached for additional comments, Waspinson said, whatever, Yoko knew what was up. URTV experts agree. Yoko did know it was up. Back to you, L and G.
Now let's go to Alabama, where Tal has leprechaun news.
And leprosy.
I have here actual footage of a leprechaun sighting by black people in Mobile, Alabama. Check out this revolutionary discovery via youtube.com.
Curiosity leads to large crowds in Mobile's Crichton community. Many of you bring binoculars, camcorders, even camera phones to take pictures.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun say yeah?
Eyewitnesses say the leprechaun only comes out at night. If you shine a light in its direction, it suddenly disappears. This amateur sketch resembles what many of you say the leprechaun looks like. Others find it hard to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations for the image.
My theory is it's casting a shadow from the other limb.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff. And it told him to get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
We're going to get down to the bottom of this. Yeah, still on there, guy. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, man.
This guy helping to direct traffic says he's prepared for his encounter with the leprechaun. He's suited up from head to toe.
This wars off spells right here. This is a special leprechaun flute, which has been passed down from thousands of years ago from my great-great-grandfather who was Irish. I just came to help out.
Others just came to get lucky in hopes a pot of gold may be buried under this tree.
I'm gonna run a backhoe and uproot that tree. I want to know where the gold at. I want the gold. Give me the gold. I want the gold.
This is Brian Johnson, NBC 15 News.
Wow. How fucking dumb are these people? Fuck! Are you fucking kidding me? A leprechaun? Holy shit! I've given up on fucking society and America. Damn it! What a bunch of douche rockets! I will now slit my wrists, rip off my eyelids, and hold in my farts so I die of methane poisoning. Oh, such a bunch of fucking retards. This may be the last fucking time you ever see me. To see this video, use tags such as leprechaun in Alabama on youtube.com.
1 month after moving into their shared apartment, roommates Nick Horowitz, 23, and Dan Crenshaw, 24, are still trying to find an appropriately masculine way to bid each other goodnight, Crenshaw told reporters Tuesday. We started out by bumping fists and saying, "Night bro," and right now we're getting by with really sarcastically saying, "Nighty night sweetie," said Crenshaw, who recounted several other short-lived nightly salutations, including a particularly ill-conceived attempt that ended in an awkward half-hug. Crenshaw said that the good morning greeting of grunting, scratching, and repeatedly calling each other queer seems to be fulfilling the pair's needs at present.
Thanks for watching the 18th installment of URTV Action News.
You're really cool, Rochester.
Bongra. I can do Bongra.
Come on, pick it up here, guys.
Should we be done? That's enough. That's enough. What do Indians do? Dot on my head.
I actually thought of putting a dot on my head for something.
Yeah, come on. You could probably have like a red marker.
Ready? Let's zoom in and like after
Bring it in.